dan masih kekalkan adatnya. Dihormati, disayangi, disanjungi. Dihormati, disayangi, wanita hari ini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iman Hakim, and thank you for joining our forum today that titled Emotional Intelligence, the Double-Edged Sword. Today, we will explore not only weakness and strength of emotional intelligence, but also the consequences if misused or used over excessively. Joining us today is panelists from UNIMAP, Dr. Nur Alia, Puan Zafirah, Puan Nurul Husni, and Puan Arifah. They are the most experienced counselor in UNIMAP, and today we will hear their insight about emotional intelligence. Okay, first Dr. Nur Alia, how is self-awareness a double-edged sword?
That's an interesting question, Iman. Self-awareness is often praised because it helps us understand our emotions and reactions. This is positive because it allows us to pause, think, and avoid impulsive conflict. When managed well, self-awareness helps us take responsibility, reflect, and communicate clearly. However, the other edge of the sword is over-awareness. Sometimes people who are too self-aware become overly self-critical. They replay conflicts in their mind, blame themselves unnecessarily, or avoid confrontation entirely because they fear emotional discomfort. So for me, the advantage is clear, clarity and emotional control, while the disadvantage is the overthinking and self-blaming. That's all for me.
Wow, there is a interesting perspective to be looked at. Now we're moving on to Puan Zafirah. How is self-regulation hurts in a conflict?
Okay, thank you, Iman. So first of all, self-regulation is the ability to control our emotions. For example, staying calm before we speak and choosing the right tone. In conflict, this is extremely beneficial. It prevents arguments from escalating and helps us communicate clearly. But the downside is emotional suppression. Some people regulate too much. They stay quiet, hide frustration, or force themselves to look calm, but inside they are stressed or hurt. Over time, this leads to burnout, resentment, and emotional numbness. But self-regulation also have their own strength, which is stable and rational communication. But it also have their own risk, which is spotting emotion until they explode.
Thank you, Puan Zafirah. Moving on to empathy. Empathy is considered essential in conflict. But how can it hurt in a conflict? So we can hear that insight from Puan Nurul Husni.
That's absolutely true, Iman. So empathy really helps us to understand another person's feelings and perspective. This reduces anger, makes communication smoother, and also builds trust. Empathetic people often become great mediators because they can see both sides clearly. However, the other side of the sword is emotional overload. If we empathize too much, we absorb the emotions of others, and we often feel responsible for solving their problems, and we often feel guilty when we set boundaries. Some individuals even get manipulated because they are being too understanding. So, the benefit here is connection, compassion, and trust. Meanwhile, it also risks us emotional fatigue and vulnerability to manipulation.
Very well said, Puan Nurul Husni. Everything must be balanced, right? Including empathy. So lastly, we will moving on to relationship management that will be shared by Puan Arifah.
Okay, thank you, Iman. So basically, relationship management involves communication, negotiation, and the ability to maintain the trust and harmony. In conflict, it helps us find win-win solution and
encourage cooperation, also preserve trust. But the negative side appears when someone becomes a people pleaser. They might prioritize harmony over honesty, and they also avoid addressing the real issue or sacrifice their own needs in order to keep others happy. And this will lead to imbalance and long-term dissatisfaction. Like others, it also have advantage and disadvantage, which is for advantage is teamwork, collaboration, and peaceful conflict resolution. As for disadvantage, it will be lack of assertiveness and exploitation by others.
Thank you, Puan Arifah, for the insight. So it is now clear that how emotional intelligence can help or hurt in a relationship. So next, we will see a scenario that we have made to show you how emotional intelligence affect us in real life.
I'm worried about my finance. I think I need to study harder.
It's okay. Last semester, my result also doesn't meet my expectation.
It's okay, we can study together. We can improve our result.
Sure. Okay, Zaf, so I need you to do this part, which is introduction, the 2.0, and I also need you to edit the video, to do the video editing. I need it to be done in one day only, okay?
Okay. I have a family issue. It's been bothering me a lot. I don't think I can finish my assignment. What can I do now?
It's okay. You just send me the details for your assignment. I can wait for you.
I think we give this task to Arifah because this is her specialist.
I also think of the same. We have to do this, right, Arifah?
Okay, I'll do it.
Before we end, I would like each panelist to share their tips on balancing emotional intelligence. Starting from Dr. Nalia.
Be aware of your emotion, but do not overanalyze. Awareness is a tool, not a burden.
Regulate emotion, but express them honestly. Calm doesn't mean silent.
Empathize with others, but still protect your boundaries. Manage relationship, but don't sacrifice your own needs.
Wanita hari ini